saved him.
Let's turn our attention now to the trial of creepy former presidential candidate and Senator John Edwards, who has now heard the essence of the federal case against him.
I know that it's not possible that this child could be mine because of the timing of events. I've never asked anybody to pay a dime of money, never been told that any money's been paid. Nothing has been done at my request.
They think, the prosecutors, that they've improved their lot in this trial. I think the reason they feel that way is that the jury dynamic is bad when a jury views a defendant as somebody who's engaged in a pretty massive cover-up, has lied about what went on.
The letter of the law is very technical federal election standards and laws that are very questionable if they've been broken. Does this qualify under the law, the giving of, quote, money to a mistress to keep her quiet as a campaign donation or a campaign expense?
Now, I think Edwards has a reasonable chance of beating this case. Joining Dick Morris and me, a man who knows much more than I about the dark underbelly of politics, the former lobbyist, businessman, and ex-con, the author of Capital Punishment, Jack Abramoff, is with us from Washington. Jack, welcome. So do you think the feds have proven their case against John Edwards, Jack?
Well, I don't think they really have. I know that Abby Lowell, the attorney for John Edwards, had a motion to dismiss, which was rejected by the judge on Friday. But they've got a very tough thing to prove here, the feds, that this was not a gift, that this was a contribution. There are a lot of facts here that go against them. The problem is that John Edwards is an odious character, and when you're an odious character or when you're a villain in the public's mind, it's very hard to make it through this kind of process, especially if you have a jury that wants to do something to punish you for something maybe that wasn't even a crime in terms of the way perhaps he treated his wife.
Were you talking from experience there, Jack?
Well, I didn't go to trial, but I certainly was a villain. And perhaps one of the reasons I didn't go to trial, it's very hard to get a fair hearing. People in this country, whether they vote, how they vote for president or how they vote on a jury, sometimes it gets to be a popularity contest. I think the law looks like it's in his favor, but whether he'll survive with the jury is another matter.
Do you think they should have put Riel Hunter on the witness stand, Jack?
I don't know. That can cut both ways, and I think the fact that they didn't put her on could actually play to the benefit of the defense. Sometimes juries look at these things and think, well, the prosecution is hiding something. They didn't put everybody on the up for us to hear. Maybe there's something else here, and that may be enough to have a sufficient reasonable doubt.
Dick Morris, what do you think of the implications of the Edwards trial? Does it resonate? Does it make Democrats look sleazy?
I think that it's not going to have an impact on the election one way or another. It is a bit of a shock to the American public how close this guy came to being president. But in terms of the merits of the case, I mean, he obviously, the $1 million was to hold his family together, keep his wife, keep his reputation in life, be able to live, not specifically to get elected president. I've been in a lot of campaigns, and I've never seen a budget line for paying off a mistress.
But I bet it's not the first time it's been done, eh, Jack?
Probably not. But in terms of the gift, she paid gift taxes according to her lawyer. It seemed to be that in the case of both of them, it was intended to be a gift. They kept doing it after the campaign was over. It's really, as Dick says, it's very much of a strain.
Well, I have to say that one night I'd like to swap stories, the three of us. We could really liven up the atmosphere in any bar we sat in. But Jack Abramoff, Dick Morris, thank you.